All right, welcome back to episode 2. So before we jump back into it and try and survive, I was gonna show some of the mods that I'm doing. We're probably gonna be a little while before we get to most of these. So I'm doing the better lighting. See how that works. Sometimes I have to turn it off with just the frame rate. Traders Reimagined. I haven't used this mod too much, but it seems interesting just expanding on the modders or on the traders. So trying that one out. I think the current version, or no, it's exotic traders. Or no, yeah, it is traders reimagined. I think there's an issue currently with some of the traders not having items on them from my playthrough on the moon when I was doing that off camera. So we'll see how that one goes. Not gonna try and use traders too much. It seemed very overpowered. We'll probably wait until we have a base setup before we do that. I like the scanner mod because you can toggle between cables, pipes, and chutes. It's pretty nice. The wall indicator just seems like a must-have. Compass mod is nice. Just kind of gives you an idea of where you're going from your base when you're out mining. The same with the cardboard box tooltip. Is really nice. Once you get into like farming, I like to use like the cardboard boxes to put like potatoes and stuff into inside the fridge just to make some more room. Exotic traders. The only thing here was like the extra large wireless batteries. The creative RTG, I probably won't do that. And then selling uranium in case we come across any of that. Modular console looks really fun. I haven't played around with it too much yet, but maybe we'll do something like a command room for our whole base to automate everything. That'd be kind of fun to do, I think. More power. Just having the bigger Omni transmitter's nice. It consumes a lot of wattage. But it's definitely nice. Same with like the nuclear station batteries. Very expensive to build, but kind of nice having just huge batteries. And network painter is just nice because you can paint the whole cable network. Infinite spray paint. It seems like a waste to have to go back and grab a new spray can every time you want to paint stuff. And then this was a new one that I saw up on the workshop. This one looks very interesting as you can program it kind of like Amy for automating transportation of items around. It gives me that Factorio vibe of setting up like a transport network or even like captain of industry. So I think this is going to be a lot of fun to play with. It's going to be a while before we do it, but once we get our base kind of set up, at least our starter base set up and going from there should be fun. All right, so let's load back into our YouTube Let's Play. Let's look. I think it was this one. So this is end of the first episode. Pick up where we left off. Kind of look and see. From what I remember, we are completely out of fuel on our power generator. So we got to figure out a way to do something with that. That's going to be interesting. I don't have any lights in here at the moment. Saturn. A little bit of stuff in here. Our batteries are completely dead. Okay. Good on food and water for now. Let's actually take that with us. I don't think. Let's see. So we got our mining belt with us. All right. Let's look. We open up that canister. Just get rid of that. This is sitting at 2.1. one. So our oxygen's good for now. That is mixed with nitrogen. So it's not pure oxygen, which means we will burn through our oxygen canister faster. And then, so our big battery's down to 52%. Even our tablet, oh, it's because it's on. Turn that off. Let's look stock of our batteries. So we got fuel in our welder. We could kind of use that. That's a last case resort though. Drill. Let's take the battery out of there, and out of there. Right. So let's put these batteries in there. Swap these out. Yeah, give me that one back. All right. Go outside, take a look, see what we could do. Okay. We got this coming up, the sun. Let's put that on there, see if it will charge. Oh man, getting a little bit of power, but not much. Okay. So, how is this up here doing? This is a horrible spot for it now that I realize that. So, we are burning through the last of our power. Let's look here. Got some copper in there. I think so. If we look up solid, I could sell solid fuel. So we can use coal. All right. And we need 50 iron and 10 copper. I think that's what we work towards, okay? And then that copper I just put in there. There. And let's do a solid generator. Get one of these going. Should be able to use that. I think what we'll do is end up putting it right here. It's off. Okay, it's off. How long does this take to make? A little bit of time. How's this up here? Yep, we are out. Turn that off. Let's see. Worried about that. Try and change it over to our big go. We've got a little bit of power in here. There. Just put that one away. Okay. We could get that set up. We need to find some coal. 70%. I've got a couple cables. Thinking I will just can. How well this will work. I'm thinking we just run this down here. This way. Here. Down on this corner and then hook it up on this platform. We'll find some coal. Like that. Got one more. So cable. Oils. Let's see. Go. Use those flares for mining. Try and keep the light off. I know it's probably not the best for YouTube, but we are in a power deficit at the moment. Need to set up and running. Let's look. What do we need? Okay. All right, so put the coal in there and flip it on. Let's look like we got coal right over here. We'll go get that. Go. This. Let's see if I go like this. Should be able to just drop that. That's not the best for YouTube, seeing this giant red light. But let's get this coal. We can get our power under control. Ooh, try and get at least a stack. Maybe put half a stack in, see how that works. Next thing we need is a station battery, I think. Be probably our next most important task. So let's get out of our hole. Let's go back over here. Put our tool belt back on. Put our wire cutters back in the right spot. Okay. So just put one in there. Okay. Does that work? Did not last that long. I don't see any readouts. Worried about is pulling too much power, so we might look into doing a transformer, just a small one. Gold, copper, silicon there, iron, a little bit of copper in there. We need to do some more gold. 50% on our battery. Our oxygen is running out, so we will grab some more oxygen, I think. Restock our water, maybe our food as well. I think we'll hold off on that. See what our battery looks like now. So let's depressure this pressurization. We're at 28%. This is not getting anything. Okay. Let's go ahead. Look. 8-0 on that. All right. Oh, definitely forgot to do our oxygen, but let some of that out. Hello. Hmm, hopefully doesn't break anything. Pressurization. 34, 35. All right. That's good. 38. Going up. Up if I turn it on. There we go. So good on there. That one in there as well. It's our large battery, so we're up to 55 right now. that. Let's put our oxygen tank in there. We definitely need some more oxide. Take our waste tank, open that up. Power. Mining drill is still good. Get our power reset. That build back up. Eat some food. Make some of this out of the water. There's our backup filters. Use those. So batteries are good back in there. Start this one up. 6. All right. Then we'll shut off our generator. Go back out. Okay. Shut off our generator. Save that coal. Let's see how much do we have? That was 28 of our coal. And this battery as well. Okay, so we got all our batteries back. Got our large battery. Turn this on and make some gold. Turn this on and what was it that we needed? Transformer. We'll need just iron and gold. Gets us 3 more gold. And grab some more iron. Let's bring the rest, or go through the rest of that. Silicon's gonna go in there. We'll need it later for when we do some insulated tanks to start doing our atmospherics. That's good. Put it in there. That's the transformer. So the reason that we are doing this, pause the game real quick, is that solid fuel generator, so it can output 20 kilowatts of power. And the transformer can scale that down to 5,000 watts, which is the limit for these regular power cables. So if we look at some cables, it has a maximum wattage of 5 kilowatts. So our generator does double that, which means that we can fry cables if our charge gets too high. That's why we're working on this right now, so we don't have to worry about that. That and that around that way, and turn on this all the way up. Nice having a labeler now. Then I like to set it to 4950. I don't know if you need to do that or not, but be safe. So we got all that, got that going. So next thing is station battery. That way we can let our generator run, get our battery going. And kit battery. 20 gold, 20 copper, 20 steel. Steel, we're gonna need a furnace. which means we need 30 iron and 10 copper. So we're gonna need more iron and copper back here. So turn that on, go with that. Kind of regret putting that in there now. Definitely move it over here to the airlock. I'm gonna do that. I think one way we could do it is let's put it uh, uh it might work. So if we go that like that, and this, and like, oh, got 20 copper. We needed 10. Put that in there. These back. That in there. Let's get that going. And let's go ahead and this quick. Up our suits. Uh, of our waste tank. Just try and get in the habit of doing that.
Air tank critical.
More oxygen. Along with the battery. Here. That right there. Get our crowbar. That in there. Use that back on. And then like this. Pop that out. We'll put battery charger. Let's do it right there. Gotta put it that way. Want it to look at least a little nice. There's that. That. Okay. And get rid of these. Sorry for the darkness. We will get this moved around eventually. And like that. Okay. There's that. We got some more cable now. Oxygen's good. Our other good. Close our visor. Back out. Probably have to reset this. Actually, we got our iron. All right. So go here. Get our furnace going. One of these. Once we have the furnace, that's going to be a lot better for getting everything going. Set it up, I'm thinking right here. Turn our generator back on. Watch our large battery charge. Oh, actually, do not want the battery charger right there. Don't want that here. It to 80%. It's off. What's this? 45% on the furnace. We want. So what I'm doing is I want the battery coming straight from our generator. not from our large battery here. The way it was set up over here, the battery from this would just charge these batteries, and that's not what I want at the moment. So that, turn that back on, discharged, and swap these batteries out. Don't need the tablet at the moment. Need to remember to drop that food off. Charging. It must be out of. Oh, I wonder if it's sending the full 5,000. No. The issue with this up here. Yep. So what's going on is the wire needs to go there. Power back on. There's that. Now if we look, our battery is charging. Okay, perfect. I'll let this charge back up 100%, swap out with our current battery. We got our furnace. So the way we want to do this, if I remember right, so we got our arrows. Okay, yeah, there's our dial. And we will do that right there. If I remember right, I think we need some more metal sheets. Those. That. Battery's at 98. Be out of coal. Yep. When they go get some coal. 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Oh, this. Weld you up. Oh, wrench. Okay. Welding torch. Go. Now we have that. Means we are going to need a towel, some iron. Back on, get that going. 67 at 94. Okay, let's go grab some more coal while the light's out. Mining belt back on. Come on. There we go. Got our battery. Use our light here. Okay. I'll get some more coal. For the first little bit, I'll keep the mining in. I think eventually, once we kind of get set up and stabilized, I will just do a time lapse for the mining. It's gonna be pretty boring. Oh, just get this coal real quick. Here we go. Getting the coal together. And we need more oxide and volatiles. That's what we'll be feeding into the furnace. Last of this coal. It's nice with the terrain update, you can kind of follow along to see where the nodes are. You can tell with just the purple color here where there's more items. And we will get upgrade tools as soon as possible. That's going to be one of my priorities. It just makes everything a lot quicker for getting stabilized. There's that. Let's get out of our hole that we dug. Is there jetpack fuel? Let's get kind of low. Get some more oxide. Oxide. Off our light. Might save a little bit of battery. Anything else? Anything else around here? Not look like it. Okay. A little bit of oxide. Let's go drop this stuff off at the base since we're right here. Got volatiles right behind base. And got volatiles up on the hill as well. Drop down. Some of that in there. Charge your battery back up a little bit. It's gonna be fun trying to automate this with the IC10 control scripts. I think that'll be a lot of fun to do. Okay,
Power low.
and we're still at 50% power. I think I will dig just a little hole like this. Ores don't roll away. I will drop in coal, gold, and that. I will come over here, batteries, go back in the base. We will redo our oxygen and put some more oxide in there. It's a little pressurization. It's not going to work. What is the pressure in here? 64, and we are 3 degrees Celsius. Okay. Make sure we don't overpower or overpressurize our tank here. Remember, I think the tank can go up to 10 on this one. Guess we should check that. So portable gas tank, max pressure, yeah, 10 megapascals. And there we go. So we are up to 3.9.
Airtight critical.
Recharge our oxygen. I got 3.6 kilopascals. And let's open up our void tank. Go. Put back to this. Put a battery in here. So we got 90% oxygen in there. We'll need to figure out a way to make pure oxygen in our canisters, just so we're not filling up our waste tank as fast. But we'll do that. It's not a priority yet. And drop these off, this off. The data disk, I think I'll just leave in there. Food and water is getting a little low, so we will drink. There's that. And eat. Oh, let's do this one. And then this one. Oh, so that water's 0, that water's 0, and this is 44. Put that there. All right. So let's see what to do next. Oops. I did not mean to do that. And we can turn that off for now. I didn't have that on either. Okay, so we need more oxide and volatiles. If like that, toss that over there. This was volatiles, right? So, mining belt. Yep, volatiles. Go. I don't need that much. That's probably plenty. I just need oxide, which that looks like oxide. Yep. Our oxide. Get some of this. So it's a 2-to-1 ratio. So 2 volatile, 1 oxide will give us the fuel that we need for the furnace. So here's that. We got 40 there. Um, off that open. Okay. So next thing I want to do is to look for more iron and copper. We're going to need a ton of iron. I definitely did not just throw the whole stack of flares. All right. Mistakes were made. Let's go get that. Definitely fat fingered that a little bit. Some nitrites. Those are flares. Okay. Big hole. Nope, didn't fall in here. Where did those flares go? There they are. Hey, and the sun's back up. Awesome. Okay. Just use the sun. Thankfully, with the coal generator now going, I'm not too worried. Let's get some more gold. Need that. Just keep this going. Hold that. This direction. Anything? Nope. Just that one node of gold. Oh, there it is. Gold. Get this. All right. Hopefully the audio sounds a lot better. Playing around with the settings. I don't know much about audio. Only this will be the second time I've messed around with audio ever. So a lot to learn with it and figure out how to get it to sound good. Hopefully the video quality is a little bit better than what I recorded that first video. Goal is to hopefully improve the videos every time I upload. Today, probably going to record maybe 2 or 3 episodes, get those all batched together, and then get them ready to upload. I'm going to try and set to a schedule of uploading at least one video a day. I'll have to play around with it, but that's the goal for this series is at least 1 episode a day and at least an hour-long video, maybe a little bit longer, depending on if we're just going with like the flow and get into a good rhythm and we don't have a good stopping point, but we'll see. So we got that. Some more iron here. We are going to want the mixed steel. Steel's going to be very important to us, but before that, we need some. Let's do that. Right. Just a couple of regular pipes. We'll just vent straight into the atmosphere for now. Later on, once we get the advanced furnace going, I think we will set up a collection system for collecting all the gases and then filtering out the ones that we want. Definitely going to need nitrogen and carbon dioxide side, or when we do our greenhouse. But that'll be a future project. Look, that's probably plenty, and then a cowl. These, that. So on here we have an input
Power.
and a output, and our power is critical. Hopefully we have a battery on the charger, at least somewhat charged, a little bit. 43%. 2 stacks. Go ahead and do that. Battery, that battery. Main battery in there too. Charge all 3 of them for a little bit. So as I was saying, you have an input for fuel input. We'll do that later. Just be oxygen and volatiles. And then output for all our output gases, and then a liquid connection. Very important if you're doing like I use liquid or water ice to cool down the furnace sometimes when you need to get those high pressures. I'll do that. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about later. So go output. I think I will just go out 5, and then another 5. More. Here's our red cow.
Power critical.
Turn that off. That swapped over. That charge back up. Got full battery now. Our mining belt. Take that one. Put that there too. Okay. A little worried about. I'm gonna go mine some more coal again, so I'll turn that off for now. Got full battery on there. 24% there and 99 there. Okay. We are done with that. Should be ready to smelt. Look, so we got iron. We'll need coal, which got a full thing of coal here. 26 in there. So if we look, coal, use it in a furnace. And the ingot we are trying to make is steel. So we need a 3-to-1 ratio. So 1 carbon, 3 iron. Easiest way to do that is we will do 3 things iron, 1 thing coal. Should make us, I believe, 200 steel, and 200 steel should get us everything we need to get going. Got that. Oh, one thing I did forget is we will need a pipe valve. So I just need a little bit of copper. It's gold. Copper anywhere? Yeah, we do. Okay. There's that. Turn that off. Flip you back up. And valve, just one. That going. And little. I believe it's just a wrench. So this off. A pipe valve. You reach that? Perfect. Okay. So that will just keep all the pressure inside our furnace, otherwise it will just instantly vent out. The way we're going to do this is we'll do 5, and here's that. Should get us some good pressure. And we'll start dumping iron in. That. We have 50 iron in there. Pressure and temperature are good. Button's green, that means we can smelt. So there's our 3 iron. 1 coal. And we should be able to make 200 steel. There we go. So we just pop it open. Here's a 200 steel. Let's make some gold on us, and then the rest of this iron. Oops. Okay. So this is always fun.
Power low.
So that is now useless. Thankfully, it was only a little bit. Got impatient. We'll just keep that handle open. That way I don't do that again. So there's a copper and our gold. There's that. And we should be good to just let this sit. Temperature might get low. We might have to more volatiles and stuff in there. Should be fine. All right. We got that. Now let's look. Need a battery, station battery, kit battery. So 20 gold, 20 copper, 20 steel. We have not enough, I don't think. Yeah, we need more gold. Anything in there? So we will go get some more gold. Check. I don't see anything else here. Oxygen. We will go ahead and top up our oxygen.
Low pressure. Oxygen critical.
That.
Air tank critical.
And open that. That in there. Check our filters. Filters are good. Power a little low, so we will swap those batteries out. Check the battery in our drill. Drill's good. It's all good. Medicine on us, and the sun is up. So let's jump back out there. Need some gold. Be the most important. Just put that there for now. That. There's that. And let's go find some more gold. I think that is copper. Copper's important. I see gold over there. So let's grab this copper though. Need a lot of copper as well. All right. Copper, copper, copper. Have to play around with the editor and see how to do time lapses. Play around with that. Figure out how to do that so I can speed this up for you. But getting all our copper now. Let's go. Drill so slow. Come on. Come on. Get 2 stacks. There we go. Be with that for now. Top up some of this oxide since we're right here. There's only one. Okay. A little bit more volatiles. We're right there. more oxide. I think we should be good to dump another stack of 50 into our portable tank. I'll get us some more oxygen that we can keep in our portable tank on our suits. Makes it a little bit better so we don't have to go back to inside as often. Let's get this gold. What we really need. Gold, gold, more gold. Wish I could just go out in my backyard and find some gold like this sitting around. That'd be nice. But let's see. Grabbing this. Bouncing all around because I'm running around too quick. More gold. Can't see anything. More gold. Go. Let's get a stack of gold. Yes, go. Go. Move our iron and gold up there. As we'll grab some more since we're here. Is that? There we go. Almost done with this node. This cluster. Oh, man. What's right here? Awesome. Okay. Always use gold. The thing that kind of concerns me, though, is I have not seen any water ice. That is a little concerning. We'll need that for water. Otherwise, we'll have to use the
Power low.
H2O combustor, I think that's the name of it. Grab this iron. Gold in there. The reason I'm keeping the ices, so like the volatiles and oxide, the pink and blue ice that I've been picking up inside the mining belt, is if you have it inside your jetpack and in your backpack, it will melt if you are out in the sun. Same if you have it in your hand. As long as we're exposed to the light, that stuff will melt. That's why I'm keeping it in the mining belt. The mining belt and the mining backpack will keep that from melting on us. So, turn that off. I don't think that high enough to melt gold. It is. Okay. The gold will bring the temperature back up. Open that up. So much easier to smelt with the furnace versus the arc furnace. It's so much quicker and easier, as you can see. That. We might be right at the end. I need to pop some more oxide and volatiles in there. That. Oops.
Power critical.
Yeah. And we got one more backup. Turn that on. Charge in now. Yep. All right. Did everything. Perfect. Got one more. Copper here. And can I catch it? Okay. Just put everything in here. That. Add it around. that battery. I can spell. I can spell battery. Hit battery is what we need.
Power low.
These are got 12 more coal in there. Turn that off right now. This, while we were waiting for that battery, disconnect that. Stick you over there. And deconstruct that. Got this wire. Light back on so we can see. Just cleaning up some of this wire while we wait. That. We're at 75%. Got the light coming back up. Power connector, we will just drop right up there. Over there. You're sitting on 176 grams of iron, 87 grams of gold, 131 copper, and 200 steel. I think next thing we will get is some more iron frames to extend this out. I'm going to cover this up here as well. That. Plus, we have our battery now. Battery, we will go this way. I want to be able to extend it out. Maybe, how do I want to do this? Maybe we go this way. And hook right up that there. And if I remember right, I think we can just come right in from the top on our airlock and wire it in right through here.
Power critical.
There's that. Other battery. That and need seal sheets. Okay. Pull this out. Grab our steel over here, throw it in there on our auto lathe. Get some steel sheets. We'll just do, I think I just need two. One, two. And our welding torch.
Hydration critical.
Screwdriver. That. And we can wire right into here. That. That. We'll turn battery on. We do that. There we go. charging the battery now. Awesome. Got that set up. Let's look. What do we need for the tool manufacturing? It's iron and copper. Iron, copper. What's that? I'll just do one of those. Got a little bit of gold here. Or silica in there. Combine this gold with that. Just move all our ingots around. Get them all in the autolave. But we have a accurate count of what we have on him now. Okay. Probably need some more silica eventually. But not too worried at the moment. Going to need to maybe I do want this battery charger now over on the other side. There. And just do that. That. There we go. So what that does is our big battery we can pull from and charge our little batteries. Is my thinking on there. So this battery is going to come directly from our generator. We should probably swap that around. I'm thinking. Yeah, let's do that. Uh, Cleaning up the wiring here. That should be good to this, like that, go like that, go like that, and you right into here.
Power low.
That's fine, right? Yeah, it doesn't cause short. Okay. That's a thing. Go. A little bit of wire. That. That. And this should be going up. I think. 32%. Okay. Oh, nope. Definitely made a mistake. Okay. So what I want to do. I knew that would cause a short. Wires. So we'll go like that. That. And here.
Hunger caution.
All right. So what is causing this? This is the battery trying to push too much power to our area power thing. Because the large battery, I think, can pull more power. So what we should really do is have our copper gold, put that over here and do heavy cables. Okay. Let's put some iron back in there, do iron frames. We're gonna need
Power
good
critical.
amount there. Let's go ahead and go then and eat something while that's busy making frames and everything else. We don't need that.
Jetpack low.
Use that. Charge
Air tank critical.
our oxygen. That's some more water. Use that. Water bottle's empty. Top up on food. Okay, so empty, empty, empty. This one has a couple water bottles in it. Few water. Use that and cereal bar. There's that. Okay, so we are filled back up on there. Our oxygen back. Turn our light off. Close our hood before we kill ourselves. All right. And this is a mess. I think that's enough. I think this is plenty. There's a bunch out here. Oh yeah, all these cables. That. Jetpack is getting low. We will need to do something about that as well. These are heavy cables. There. Okay. All that. What we will do now is go through this up. So the heavy cable can handle 100 kilowatts of power going through it, which means we could run 5 of these solid fuel generators before we run into an issue where the cable burns out. So that's why I'm upgrading this right now.
Power low.
With that changed over now, that means we can charge the generator at our full 20 kilowatt
Jetpack
power.
low.
And then on this side, we will put a transformer. And I think the way I want to do that is this. Just go like that so I can see it. This. So the reason we're having to do this is this battery will just output power. Doesn't really care what the amount of power it is. Just output everything that it has. So that's why we have to add a transformer here. That way everything downline from this is not requesting more than the regular cable can handle. Hopefully avoid our power shorting out. Let's just go right there. This way to do this. This, pick this up, that, like that. And good. that. That.
Jetpack low. Power critical.
Cannot
Jetpack low.
connected. Oh yeah, that burned wire here still. Go. That. There we go. And battery is charging. That is draining. And there's our power.
Pressure
Oops,
critical.
wrong button.
Oxygen critical.
Okay, so that is all set up. I think that. And I think this is where we will end this episode. So let's go ahead, pause here, and talk about what we did. So we got our power kind of situated. We got the solid fuel power set up. Got our furnace set up. We smelted our first set of tier 1 alloys, just our basic alloys, just some basic steel. We're going to need to make the rest of these as well. The main thing is we got our battery set up for this station, and we have our tool printer set up or built. We'll have to put that down. We got some frames. We'll need some more iron sheets. We'll get those printed off in the next episode. Get these frames laid out, and then our tool printer laid down, which I think I will do that between episodes. I'll just lay out a couple frames, get the tool printer situated, and then get the cable ran to it. That way it's ready to go, and then I'll bring you guys back. Thank you so much for staying around and watching.